Hi, and welcome to Teletalk. I'm Liv.
And I'm Ben.
And on this episode, you'll hear our carefully considered, not at all random thoughts on a show we like. There will be spoilers.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and we're giving ourselves an age rating of 15 and above, but you're welcome to make up your own mind. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Plathville, The Reckoning.
Guess who's back? The Plaths are back. They never went away, really.
No, they didn't.
No. Do you know what the name of this episode is?
It was 3 words.
Yeah.
Something about a rock?
No.
No. Okay.
It's the big fucking rock again. No. Stir the pot.
Stir the pot.
This makes sense more than any of the other episode titles.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's what Kim's doing.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yes, there's no literal pot stirring. Although, cake baking.
Yes,
stirring.
true.
Oh, it works!
Yeah.
Oh my god, they've gone from it making no sense to it works on so many levels.
Yeah, because Amber and Mariah literally stir. I think it's icing sugar because it goes everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you stir this without overflowing? I think you do it so.
Yeah. I thought that was slow.
It's episode 11 of season 8.
Amazing.
I think it might be the penultimate episode.
I don't want it to be. I'm enjoying it.
Next week will be the showdown at the Plath Corral.
Yeah, well, we get part 1 of the round table, don't we?
It's the round table, but it's just a weird amalgamation of like, we're gonna have a surprise anniversary party, but first we're gonna shout at you and we're gonna talk about this traumatic event from the past that everyone's really anguished by.
And half the people know what to expect and half the people don't know what to expect.
Specifically, the people who are supposed to be here celebrating do not know that this is a shooing in the making. Yes. Happy anniversary! I hated what you did to me, and also we all hate your husband. Yay!
Yes.
But let's celebrate the marriage. It's so very Plath.
I don't appreciate the deception.
No. But that's how Kim rolls.
Yeah.
That was the interesting thing. So, because I thought it was really fascinating, because we saw throughout the episode you get the ad break previews, like in the sort of immediate preamble to the round table starting. Mm-hmm. We saw a clip of Kim going, "I did not like the way you talked about me
on social media,
on the podcast thing."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I was really hurt by the way that you talked about that," and I said, "I really hope that is editing making it seem like that's what she leads with, because I really don't think she should lead with that." And what do we see?
Yeah,
that's what she leads with.
Yeah.
Look, we just want to clear the air and all of that. I'm angry. What about me? And Barry was as useful as ever, wasn't he?
Well, he was ambushed because he was one of the ones that didn't know.
No.
He went to this expecting a conversation about Joshua.
Yes.
And it starts off with a telling off of Lydia.
Did he expect a conversation about Joshua because that's what I'm going to use the word lured everyone there with. Let's start off from the beginning, I suppose, just for a moment.
Really? Because you just jumped straight in with a round table.
I know, of course, that's what you said the episode was, which it was really. That was the episode's foundational underpinning, right?
Yeah.
But we sort of we started off the episodes with the continuation of Kim's agonizing therapy session.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, that is a rough start. That hurt.
Yeah, that's big stuff.
I can't remember the last time I saw so much raw emotion on a TV show. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, it's not necessarily what I was here for. I was here to just sort of the sort of knockabout. Oh, their life's a bit chaotic and sometimes
it's a bit quirky.
Yeah, sometimes people get a bit angry and we social issues and stuff. But I was like, oh, this one hit me around the face with emotion.
If I'm honest, I think it's probably what the audience needed. I think we've seen a lot of Kim's curation over the years, and I think we just needed to see a bit of her reality of what she lives with, because I don't know about you, but I felt a lot of empathy for her
I
that I
did.
haven't necessarily experienced before.
I think what we saw was Kim the human as opposed to Kim the character.
Yeah, and it might even, throw some light onto why she likes to control the narrative so tightly, is because this is what's hiding behind it.
Yeah. So the therapy. Do you think we could talk about that for a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that was an interesting therapeutic technique, I thought, which was right. You have to do this. No second opinions. Quite stern and quite I'm going to say assertive.
Yes, the therapist was very directive, which is an interesting choice, and I'm assuming that this is their first session because Kim has not talked about going to therapy before. She kind of introduces us to it. So yeah, to have that level of direction from the therapist at such an early stage as well is definitely an interesting way to go. It's not the way I would go.
No, I'll give the therapist this. They certainly seem to have built up a rapport quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Kim's brought very difficult stuff, and I suppose Kim's dived straight in.
Yeah. It's an interesting one, actually, because it seems like the way that they were talking, it's like Kim was like, well, I want this one session to prep for this conversation. Like, it didn't sound like this was going to be an ongoing relationship. So that seems like a weird therapeutic situation
It's actually
anyway.
a growing trend
Is it?
of people having one session.
That seems like well, maybe that's why you've got to be super assertive. Like, this isn't going to be anything.
Well, the thing is, generally, people would use it for quite a small, minor problem that they just need to talk through
Okay.
and just have that external voice to sort of bounce off. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, I've got a problem at work. I can't solve it. I can't talk to anyone. I know. I'll go and do a one session and I'll feel better about it. It's not really aimed at issues like this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I've spotted a problem in this, right? So, because this issue seems quite big.
Yeah, now we don't actually know if Kim is just going for one session.
No.
But this does seem to be one session prior to this conversation. So I don't want to make too many assumptions.
Yes. And also, at no point in that therapy did she discuss, like, well, I was thinking about maybe just completely fundamentally critiquing their entire life a bit, and then talk about this, and then move on to surprise party. That's sort of like the trifecta. I thought if I sandwich the Joshua chat in between happy party and a shoeing, maybe that'll help.
Yeah, and that's also a defence, isn't it, of Kim's?
Is it?
Yeah, because the real topic here is Joshua. That is what Lydia's brought up. It's what Kim went to therapy for, and Kim has admitted it's something she doesn't like talking about. She can make it safer for herself and less of a big thing if it's sandwiched with other stuff, because it takes some of the pressure off of that really difficult topic.
Yeah, it's sort of like she goes, look, we as a family do not like to talk about stuff. We've got quite a lot of things we want to talk about, right? Like, there's 3 very uncomfortable things. We need to talk about Joshua because Lydia won't stop talking about Joshua, so we got to sort that out. They're married, so I guess we ought to, kind of make it happy and stuff. You got to acknowledge that, even though we're, upset with them. And also, we really don't like the way that they've been telling everyone that they're ungodly and are going to hell.
Yeah.
So let's get it all out of the way in one go.
But what you're missing there is the need, because you said we need to talk about Joshua because it's a big thing for Lydia and it's a big thing for the family. The other things are not needed. They have been layered in to take the pressure off.
Oh, okay.
And to act as, well, look, we're here. And especially because she doesn't start with Joshua.
No.
She starts with the telling off. So she's protecting herself. It's kind of another wall.
Well, and also, like, Kim's not good at this. Like, judging by that, she's got the troops lined up. Well, in a circle. Mariah knows what's going down, so she's piecing the fuck out.
She wants nothing to do with this. She's gone to bake a cake with Amber.
I have so much more respect for Amber and Mariah because they were just like, no thanks.
But when we hear from Amber, she says, and Mariah, that they had this issue with Zac.
Yeah.
Mariah just kind of went, okay, and then carried on with her life. Amber's gone, hey, Zac, I didn't like that, but out.
Yeah.
And Zac's like, well,
I
you're
do
hearing
have the
my
right.
opinion and I have the right to tell you. And Amber's gone, fine, agree to disagree. Move on. The rest of the family who weren't involved
Are now weighing in.
are now creating this situation.
I like that she was also like, oh, I've just realised we've still got like 4 hours of this car journey to go.
Yeah.
Whoops.
She's so real. I do love
like
Amber.
her. I like her a lot. I'm like, has the sort of reintroduction into the real world of the Plath family come soon enough for her to be more normal?
Well, also, she has the benefit of watching everyone else in her family make mistakes. So she can almost learn from their mistakes. And she's not shy to say what she thinks.
She is not shy, no. Was it her that was having her hair done?
No. That was Cassia or Mercy because, what's his name? Ken is doing her hair in a plait. It's awful.
Terribly.
She giggles and was like, I'm going to go see if Amber's free.
Fair play, he had a go though.
Yeah, and she was honest in that, I'm going to go find Amber.
She looked so much like Mariah.
She did,
I was like, oh my good gosh. Amber was the one doing the cake baking with Mariah. She has got Barry's neck and head, hasn't she?
I don't know.
Like such a long neck, and like it's just if you transposed Barry and her's portraits over each other, they'd be the same. It's amazing. But yeah, like I love that they're going, we're going to bake these cakes for later when we're having the pie. I'm like, those cakes are not going to be needed. Or someone's chucking them at someone else.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Kim's, I'm going to say, delusion in the talking head when she's like, this marks a year since the bad stuff in the night before the wedding.
Well, she addresses that Lydia said the night before her wedding was the worst night of her life.
So
Kim wants to throw this anniversary party to make up for that.
I feel like that's fine, but she's really assuming at best that the preceding stuff is going to go much better than it is.
Yeah.
Because she says, like, we want to clear the air. And then it's like, everyone start getting their shoes and shooing Lydia and Zac. There's no anything else.
Yeah, but it's just, those two things don't align. You can't clear the air in the way that you are talking about wanting to and redo the worst night of her life, because ultimately this is going to be another horrific night.
It is, like, oh.
So let's set the scene of this round table.
Yeah.
Because, as you mentioned, we've got Barry. He has been invited to talk about Joshua.
Yes, we have. I enjoy the way that his presence is introduced by Kim going, yeah, and this person's this here, and Barry.
Yeah, see, I didn't pick up on that.
She's like, and Barry. I'm like, yeah, he lives in the bushes.
But it makes sense to have him because it's about Joshua, supposedly. So, yeah, he's there. We've got Lydia and Zac, who are our guests of honour, kept in the dark about the whole thing.
Yes, they arrive all happy and Lydia's making coffee for everyone. I'm like, oh, you have no idea what's coming.
We have Isaac, but was Kaylin there?
No, just Isaac.
Just Isaac. And then we have Barry... Well, I've said Barry, Kim and Ken.
Yeah.
I think Ken is there. He's very quiet.
Oh, he is there.
And then we have Ethan and Teegan.
Yes.
It's quite surprising that Tegan's there.
Oh, she gets to go to all the fun stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah, and I'm wondering now if they invited her on purpose as an extra voice against Zac.
Yeah, because she's got beef.
Because we see a car journey with her and Ethan, where Ethan sort of preps her on what Zac's been saying about her behind her back.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then Kim preps her the exact same thing.
It's like,
look, wow, you're really winding her up.
Look, just in case you weren't sure, Teegan, you hate Zac.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy, all right? Like just so you know, this is what's going down. Because he's like, oh yeah, he called your kid baggage. He hates your sexuality, and he's basically saying you're a slag.
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
I was very distracted though, because I got issued. Like this bloody family and their cars and their driving.
Right.
So I hate his car.
Right.
No headrests, no seatbelts. Terrifying. Especially with the way that he sometimes drives when he's in a mood. So that's horrific. Also, the whole time he was driving with his cup of coffee between his legs, sitting basically on his balls.
Okay.
That is an accident waiting to happen. It was there the whole time.
That's very risky behaviour.
I know. I'm like, evidently this ancient car does not have a cup holder.
No.
But I'm just like, but the whole time it was just like, he had it just right there.
Okay.
And I'm like...
You're looking at his crotch.
No, I was looking at his coffee cup and going, why is that there? If I have a receptacle of what is presumably hot liquid, I do not go, you know where this needs to go? Right up in the man junk. I just want it right there adjacent in case there is some sort of jostle or accident, and then it can just go sploosh, and then I scream.
Maybe American roads are better than ours. Maybe they're nice and smooth.
I mean, that car does not look like it has the softest suspension.
No suspension.
No, that thing is a battleship. But yeah, it was just like, what is it with this family and mad driving? But
okay,
yeah.
so you didn't really hear what they said. You're just very focused on the coffee cup placement.
Yeah, yes. It's in essence, yes.
Okay.
But yeah, she's very much primed as everyone. Like, just Zac is who we're targeting today.
Yeah, because when Kim calls her in to talk to her, she feels a bit like she's a naughty girl at school and she's about to be told off by the headmistress.
I do wonder if that's an interesting insight into how Kim sort of operates. Like, that doesn't come out of nowhere, does it, that feeling? Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, I'm going to talk to you, but I'm also going to try and separate all this jewellery.
Yes, again, distraction, defence.
And she's doing that, and there was just that few seconds of just sheer awkwardness while Kim's looking at the thing, and Teegan's just stood there going,
what do you want from me?
What is it?
Yeah. But it was actually nice to see Teegan and Ethan conversing a bit more naturally. Like, it felt quite awkward until Ethan started telling her what Zac had been saying.
Shared enemy.
And then all of a sudden, the flow came. They were like their old selves. They had back and forth conversation. And I think it was that uniting force.
That's how you
Zac.
know that you're actually part of the Plath family, because you're brought in for the character assassinations and the mob rule.
So, she's there. Not that she has any input from what we've seen so far.
Were any of the underage girls at the round table of doom?
Because Amber was inside with Mariah. The Cassia and Mercy, we didn't see them at all. Maybe they were doing their hair.
And Micah continues to be absent.
Yeah, so Micah apparently was supposed to go and then changed his mind and was busy. So I presume he's with his new partner.
He's like, I've been at these round tables. They are not fun. I am out.
Yeah. And also, Micah wasn't there. This is another thing. The people that were there have already addressed it with Zac.
Yeah.
And now everyone else is joining in.
Yes.
But the people that have already addressed it with him are making a cake.
Yeah. And Kim knows that this is just... Like, she's very aware that she has brought them here under what is essentially false pretenses.
Yeah.
And so she's like, how do I get this started?
Yeah, and also, Isaac's made this bench, which we saw him making...
Which is really
last
lovely.
episode. Yeah, which they're all going to inscribe with wood burning.
Only family members. He makes that very clear.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair. And maybe someone had to say it. Let's just draw the boundary here. So that is penciled in for later, even though they're there about Joshua.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I was thinking it would be nice sort of ceremoniously to have the discussion, to have some catharsis, hopefully, and then write these beautiful messages.
It's nice to know that it's not just us British people that when we don't know what to do, we talk about the weather. Because that's how she says, the weather's okay. And I'm like, that is such a, I don't want to start this conversation.
Yeah, it's like, the weather's okay. And the bench is over there for later.
Later.
It's not for now.
No.
Stop it.
Shoeing first.
Yeah.
Bench later. But she eventually leads in with, I was very hurt by what you said. And you can see the realisation on Zac and Lydia's faces of, this is a stitch up.
Yeah, and Lydia's like, but we already talked about this.
Yeah, I thought we were sorry. And now it's like, now I'm going to do it in front of everyone.
Yeah, and going back to what you said of that therapist session, the therapist was very much, hear your children. Hear what Lydia has to say. Hear what the others have to say. And when you're ready, you tell them how you feel.
Kim was ready.
But she wasn't, was she?
No.
Because she goes in with, we're here to talk about Joshua, but he's later. He's like a carrot on a stick over there. And for right now, you're going to listen to this telling off.
And not only does Kim give a telling off, then everyone else takes a turn to go, like, yeah, I agree with Kim. You should have talked to Kim first. You don't air it in public. That's not on. And it was just like Ethan, Isaac. It was just like, oof. Everyone just doing the same thing, basically going, you are wrong.
Yeah, and then Barry kind of gets goaded into inputting when it comes up about Lydia kind of surmising that might be why they split up. Because Lydia says, well, I was left to wonder. I don't have the answers. And okay, the podcast might not have been the right place, but that's where I was given a space to talk. And so I just sort of was wondering. And then Barry comes in and says, well, they're two separate issues. The divorce is very separate from Joshua. So he gave an answer. There was no judgment, no blame. And he could give her some closure on that, where everyone else just went in for the attack.
And it is interesting, isn't it? Because the message seems to be like, oh, we couldn't talk about it. And yet Kim now seems to be trying to wave that away and is sort of saying, well, you should have just come to talk to me about it. The only thing I won't talk about is the actual graphic details. And it's like, but that's not what everyone's been saying. They've been saying, we just don't talk about any of it.
Yeah, but they did clarify a few episodes ago that they were never banned from talking about it. They just knew that it upset their mum. And so they didn't talk about it. So it's like that self...
Yeah, she's like, I've never banned you, but I have made it deeply unwelcome to talk about it. Not consciously, necessarily.
No.
So, yeah, it is a... Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But then once that's settled and Lydia and Zac think that they're through... Because Zac sort of, like, inputs on behalf of Lydia because she's getting a bit upset. And he goes, well, like, if you'd have said... Like, she feels like she hasn't ever been set up to talk about it. So that's why she couldn't approach it. And I'm like,
this is dodgy ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he's talking for Lydia and is talking about things that probably are things that she's told him, but they're not things that the family are aware of. And so they're probably coming at this with a, well, who are you to say, we know Lydia better than you? And actually, I don't think that's quite the case. No. I think he gets a much more accurate insight into who she is.
Well, she even says that, doesn't she? See, I've confided in him my real feelings in a way that I can't with the rest of the family. But he sticks his head above the parapet and they're like, oh, well, we've already got quite a lot of ammunition with your name on,
so
let's go. And they shoot his head off.
Yeah, metaphorically.
Yeah, not literally. But interestingly, and Zac points this out, Ethan talks like he's the head of the family. He sort of sits there and pontificates and even says, my family.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, someone has taken firstborn son role very seriously.
Well, Barry's kind of stepped out. Yeah. And I think certainly Ethan and probably Kim have seemingly lost some respect for Barry because Barry made friends with Zac.
Yeah,
and that was not the right thing to do. And so now there's a space at the head of the family that Ethan has put himself into. Yeah. And he might be trying to make amends as well for the time he was absent. Yeah. So he might feel that pressure or that desire that if he fulfills this role, then he is back in once and for all.
Makes sense. So yeah, it is really interesting the way that it goes down because it is very... Ethan starts it and sort of says, you're sitting everyone down and telling them what's not okay. And I don't know if he's actually sat people down. It makes it seem like he's gone, right, you sit there and let me tell you all about how you're wrong.
Well, from what Amber says, a lot of this conversation was in the car, so she was in fact sat down.
Yeah, true. And yeah, it seems to go sort of round with a few people just sort of saying, yeah, it's not on. And Kim going like, yeah, like... He's not better than me. I'm just more scarred.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think everyone's brought kind of valid stuff. It's just this isn't the time. This isn't the place. Why does everyone have to be here? Like with the Zac stuff, it's been worked out with the people that were involved.
I know exactly why.
Yeah.
It's because... And, well, I say I know exactly. I think it's because, like with the Joshua conversation about the podcast, Kim raised it to Lydia, didn't get the response she wanted. So now she raises it with backup to try and get the response she wanted, which was I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
Yeah, I think there's probably also something there about it being her safe place.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nuanced, isn't it?
Mm.
But I was wondering about this because obviously there is a sense. It's very easy to look at Kim going, why are you being so judgy and telling people what they should do with their lives and judging them because of religion and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's not on. It's very easy to go, well, that is the most hypocritical thing in the known universe.
Yeah.
But my question would be is this rank hypocrisy from Kim? Or is it a sign of growth?
Yeah.
Or a combination of the two?
Yeah.
Because has she grown as a person is like, actually, this level of judgment is not on.
Yeah.
Or is it just like, well, actually, that's what I do, so that's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you...
That's the thing. I don't know these people in real life, and I feel like even if I did, I wouldn't really be in a position to make that judgment. Like, it might be growth, it might be hypocrisy. I don't know.
Well, that is an unfortunately reasonable theory on it. I'm going to choose to believe that everyone is wrong.
It's interesting to think about.
It is.
It is interesting to think about. And I would hope that it lands on the side of growth. But, I mean, maybe we're in that squidgy grey area where it is a bit of both.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is I joke about saying everyone's wrong, but I actually find myself kind of going, I don't feel like anyone's been particularly great in this scenario.
And that's because they're human. Oh
Well,
my goodness.
yeah.
These are human beings that are not perfect because no one is, and they've been through shit. And they've been through some of it on the telly.
Well, yeah, of course, that's true. The more I see of Zac, though, the more I get an ick feeling about him. Like, he does seem like he's overreaching and is quite judgy and quite willing to tell everyone how wrong they are about life. And I think Kim was right, which is a phrase I have to get used to saying. But I think Kim was right when she was saying he's young. They're young. They feel have a lot of zeal for their convictions, and so they've decided that they've got the right way of living and they're willing to tell other people.
And she reflected in that she was probably the same.
Yeah.
So that is a nice moment. That was last episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we got a nice solid straw man argument in the Talking Heads from Zac as well, when he was getting a bit pissy about it, going, all right, I see, I'm the problem with the entire family. I should just shut up and I can't talk about anything, and everything I say is wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not quite what they said. So
they're his defences coming through.
Yes. Yeah. And it is a very upsetting situation, and they have been blindsided.
Yes, and this is also not the first time. The first time was a year ago.
I am going to be really fascinated to see how they managed to pivot this to happy anniversary.
Yeah, well, it's not going to go well, is it?
No.
But I'm very much looking forward to next episode. But what are you rating this episode?
Oh god, this is so hard because it was fascinating, but also I died a little inside, and it's confrontation, and I hate that. Even
okay,
residual. So 3 super cringes out of 7.
Wow, that's low.
It's an emotional response because I found it uncomfortable, and I suspect next episode will be the same. But it was really interesting. What would you rate it?
I'm giving it 9 out of 10 because for me it's yes, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. Yeah. So I need a bit more.
So this is much better than the first round table.
Yeah. I think because
Kim's revenge.
We have a bit more context because the first round table was the start of the season and everything they were talking about happened off camera. Whereas this time we've had a chance to build through and see some of it for ourselves.
Well, and of course the first round table set up the thing of going, no one must talk behind our backs.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe it, because I predicted this.
You did.
But I'm actually more on Kim's side than I was expecting. This isn't as egregious as I assumed it would be. And I feel like next episode will be the finale.
But this is also totally pointless.
Oh, yeah.
And
no,
so you're on Kim's side, and yet this doesn't have to happen.
No, they're clearing the air, Liv.
No,
they're going to clear the air.
No, they're
and then
not.
they're all going to link arms, sing a song, and write names on a bench, and then have a lovely
You can say it as much
anniversary
as you
party.
like, but it doesn't mean it's true. There is no air clearing. This is all just more ammunition.
Okay, how likely, as a percentage, are we going to see Ethan storm off in his car, abandoning Teegan
Nah.
at the round table.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It would be amazing, though. She just sat there going,
Again.
Oh, not again! And on that note, that's all, folks.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Toodles!